I came to U.S. Survival Systems in Connecticut. In this facility, I'm going to do a survival training, including sea survival, aviation survival, and so on. Hey, good morning. I've arrived at the training facility. From today, for 2 days, I'm gonna do a survival training. Wow, I'm so excited about it. So I'm gonna do a registration. Today we mainly cover sea survival training regarding surface evacuation from the aircraft, basic underwater escape training, and full disorientation underwater escape training. And in the morning we got the lecture about the risk associated with flight and emergency situation, pre-flight, in-flight, and post-aircraft ditching. And after the lecture we did a practical training in the pool in the facility. And I have never done this kind of training before, but that was really good. Especially in the last part of the practical training session, in which I did a full disorientation underwater escape training. It literally disoriented the direction, and I had to control myself in the vehicle underwater without any clue. So yeah, before doing the practical training, I was a little bit nervous about it. But once I learned how to deal with that, I became more confident about it. And now I'm really confident about it. So that was a really good experience.
Nice and tight. Yep, so it rotates one direction or the other. You can go either way. Are you ready? Yeah, ready. All right. Tuck that head down while you're in that break session. All right. Ditching. All like this. That's good. So remember, just try to take your time with it. Wait until that violent motion has stopped, and then sit up nice and tall. Use that reference point. Jettison, clear that exit just like you did. And then remember, hold on to the frame. Don't let go of that. Your other hand can come down and release yourself. Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Here we go. Ditching. Nice job.
In the last part of the training session, we also simulated an extreme situation in which we were unable to break the nearby window, and we gotta change the direction. And that was the hardest one, because even if I tried to break the window, there was no response. We simulated that, and what we have to do is that untighten the buckle, hold the chair using the right arm, and hold the another chair using the left arm, and doing so over and over again to slowly move to the other direction. And then we gotta find the window or the exit area, and then we gotta get out of the situation.
You okay?
Yeah. I try to do that, but in the end, especially right after I got out of the vehicle, I experienced a vertigo in which I lost the directional perception. Well, what happened at the time is that I went downward instead of going upward. And I was almost drawing. And I was so scared of that. That was the extreme situation, but that might happen. The vertigo is not the very rare situation. I guess it's very, very normal situation, especially the aircraft is disorienting in a random manner. So yeah, I think more practice make it possible to realize the situational awareness in the kind of extreme situation.
All right, next. Good job. Excellent. You had to use both hands, but that was great. I like your keep up.
So what was really useful from today's experience is that we gotta remember and memorize which is where by using the physical reference like our heads, window, chair, aisle, whatever related to physical materials. By using the physical reference, even without the visibility, even without any clue, we might be able to get out of the situation. And that's what we learned from today's lesson. We actually simulated the situation in which the visibility was zero, like at night, midnight. We are disoriented and we didn't even know where we are. We used the physical reference, touching our head, touching the window, and confirming the proximity and distance between the two, and then broke the window and got outside. And that was so useful because now I'm thinking that I gotta remember which is where before anything happens. And that's pretty important in terms of the emergency protocol, safety protocol.
Oh, my pleasure. You did good.
Last one was hardest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was pretty hard.
yeah. I got disoriented. Yeah.
Oh.
Safety protocol is not only something about after something happens, but about before something happens. It's about the planning. It's about the preparation. So I learned the importance of that. I'm done with survival training and heading back to Philadelphia. Overall, this trip was so exciting. In the beginning, I visited the Museum of the Japanese Legendary Figure in Fairhaven in Massachusetts. And then I did a survival training for 2 days. And especially in terms of helicopter underwater escape training, I was so excited. Of course, I was a little bit scared of the fact that I might have been drawing, but yeah, after learning about basic skills, technique, and did so many practices, I felt confident about it. And I want to continue to do so because I believe that practice makes it possible for me to be confident about it. After heading back to Philadelphia, I'm gonna resume the pilot license training. Hopefully next month, I'm gonna finish it completely, including a check ride, which is the final test.